Alright, so I've had a couple of days to try and play around with a few classes in Cold War since Season 3 started, so here is what I think is the best classes to use right now. So you can ignore the class names, these are old ones. I'm basically just going to go through like the top 5 classes in my opinion. I'll start off with the main guns and then I go through the secondaries because I think that they're kind of interchangeable. But yeah, let's go. So for the 7-4U, I use the Spetsnaz Compensator, the Liberator Barrel for velocity. I think it's a little bit better than the Task Force because the recoil is a bit crazy on this now. And yeah, you can still shoot people from far away and up close really well with this barrel. Underbarrel, I actually don't use that. I use the Bruiser Grip because yeah, there's way more benefits to this one now, and I already have other attachments to use the for recoil control. Handle, Grew Elastic Wrap, stock is KGB Skeletal. Pretty standard. I think most people use this, or maybe change one attachment, maybe a different. Maybe some people prefer to use Task Force, but in my opinion, especially for the big maps, the Liberator is the way to go. So for assault rifles, right now, I think it's a toss-up between the Farah and the AK-47. They're both pretty good ADS times, sprint to fire times, like their base stats are pretty good. They can kill people pretty quickly up close and far away. So yeah, I think they're probably the best assault rifles in my opinion. So the attachments I use are Microflex LED. Of course, you can, if you prefer a different sight, you can use that one, but in my opinion, this one is just the cleanest. Muzzle, I use KGB Eliminator. Barrel, also 100% bullet velocity on the Liberator. Underbarrel, Spetsnaz Speed Grip. Handle, Spetsnaz Field Grip. So the LC-10 is the only real kind of SMG that rivals the AK-7-4U right now. I thought the PPSH might have been something similar because usually when DLC weapons come out, they're also broken, but unfortunately not, so no fun guns to play around with for a week before they nerf it. But yeah, I use the SOCOM Eliminator, the barrel is the Ranger. Again, the Speed Grip as Bruiser for rushing, and Serpent Wrap for ADS time, and Raider Stock for the good sprint to fire time. Yeah, this class is again the same AK-7-4U setup, but you just use Overkill with the Tundra. I don't really use this, but it is probably the best class in the game. For the Tundra, I go with the Tiger Team Barrel, the Bruiser Speed Grip, Fast Mag. I know some people like the 7-round or the 7-round speed bag, but I don't really feel like you need it. Airborne Elastic is just the thing that is just the plague of this game. You basically just cannot get shot with a sniper when you're using it. And the Marathon Pad for the quick sprint to fire time. I guess people might use something different than this, but I just prefer to be constantly moving with it, so having the 30% extra sprint to fire time really helps. So this class is the only real counter to snipers in my opinion, unless you're using a sniper. This silenced stoner with a thermal scope and the smoke grenades. I hate using it, and it's so cheap, but it works so well. So you go for the thermal scope, of course. Muzzle suppressor. I know some people prefer to use the SOCOM Eliminator, but I feel like your bullets are so clear when you're shooting through the smoke if you're using this, so I just prefer to have the suppressor just for that little bit of extra cover. The barrel, I go for the match grade. Underbarrel, I actually go with the Field Agent Grip. I'm not sure why the Speed Grip was on there. And the handle, again, this anti-flinch resistance in case somebody tries to spray back with a sub or whatever, it helps with that. So for secondaries, there's a couple which are good. The Howler recently got a buff, so I think it's a little bit better than the Street Sweeper now. So I go for the Duckbill Choke, the Task Force just for the more of a one-hit potential. Steady Aim Laser just for your hip fires, of course. ADS speed is fine, but like that little bit extra 10% can help. And then yeah, this Marathon Pad just really adds a lot of speed to it, so I like to go with that. Magnums, still broken. SOCOM Eliminator, Task Force Barrel, 5mm, Watts laser sight, Fast Mag, and dual wield. It doesn't one hit all the time anymore, which I guess is good, but I'd say like 50% of the time it still does. And yeah, with the two of them, just keep on spraying, and yeah, it's so good up close. The Diamatis I also use. I use the suppressor, Task Force again, laser sight again, last one again, and also the dual wield for this. Pretty much the same deal as the Magnums. I guess you could also put on the Eliminator if you want, but I feel like these guns tend to miss more. So yeah, you have more of a chance of getting turned on or being spotted because you have to spray more. So the suppressor, I think, works a little bit better. So let's have a quick little breakdown here. So I like to use the Howler with this one just because I have Gung Ho on, and with a sub, the kind of fast swap, it kind of helps quite well. If you use a shotgun with an assault rifle or with an LMG or whatever, it's a lot slower. So I prefer to have Magnums or Diamatis for this, just for like the kind of quick swap again. Even without Gung Ho, it's still quite quick. So again, just a quick one. I think tactical, I feel like unless you're using the smoke for whatever reason, the stim shot is absolutely the best tactical. And field upgrade is definitely a field mic. But of course, this is all, yeah, you can change it to whatever you think. And for lethal, I usually use C4 most of the time, just because you can kind of throw it quickly, and I like to rush a lot. You can kind of throw it and then blow it up midair by double tapping X or square, whatever you're on. And yeah, it works the best. Of course, if you have a certain nade spot or Semtex spot or whatever, then you can use that. But yeah, this is the meta in my opinion. So yeah, that's my top 5 classes. Of course, maybe people have different opinions, and some guns are better. I didn't really include like DMRs or whatever, which is also quite good, or the KSP is a really good SMG. But yeah, these are like my top 5 classes. If I'm really struggling or whatever, then I usually whip out these ones to try and recover the game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider dropping a like. I upload search and destroy videos pretty much every day, or have been for the last while. I plan to for the next while. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.